Giants. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Now Dion Lewis to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Not where I wanted to go.
5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 20. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 38. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they did.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way.
I'm going to change these Giants, though. I'm going to turn them around.
And the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp. Guys are focused. Everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Everybody on the block off season, come holler at me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team.
Danny Dimes is staying.
I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one,
Danny Dimes ain't going nowhere.
And a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him,
oh shit,
it would have been a different.
No block.
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was on my ass.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep over them. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 30.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Danny Dimes.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 8.
Evan Ingram
Evan
hitting double
Ingram's a
digits
baller.
with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
You know, the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Giants.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And I think, missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep and more. He's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews down. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ingram again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
The tackle made.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
And
one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's got it.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Ravens 24, Giants 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got him. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jackson. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Final score, Ravens 30.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we